one of the things is that Ken is an excellent poet, and a lot of people don't know that. I can remember one time he and I were somewhere, and he was going to write a poem, and then we were going to go fishing. And we got to drinking wine. Ken likes wine, and he likes the good wine, and I happen to partake of wine some. So anyway, we did our wine drinking and everything, and we never did get fishing. We just thought about it. So but Ken's a very easy fellow to talk to. He's very personable. He's open. He's wanting to share what he had.
Ken's one of those guys that takes an industry like the cattle industry and makes it interesting, but also makes it very entertaining. So it's just a constant. You enjoy what you're doing with Ken.
Well, we could all tell a lot of Ing stories. Some of them we keep kind of close. He's a character. I can't think of anybody from our side of the industry to be the first nutritional consultant to be honored in this way. You know, he was one of the original independent consultants. He moved a lot of rocks for the rest of us to get involved in this business. And I listened to him talk, and I watched him do a presentation with overheads, when overheads were our main way of communicating in a large meeting. And I was absolutely fascinated by him because he couldn't read a single thing he wrote on the overhead. But the things he said really kind of sparked my interest. I was relatively new in the industry. He had some very positive things to say about the people in the cattle business in general and the business itself. Went up and met him afterward, and you know, that was over 30 years ago, and have been friends ever since.
Ken has been very successful in the cattle industry for several decades as a consultant, as a producer. He has great passion for the industry, and being in the consulting business, I appreciate how much he's done for the consulting industry. And so he's just always been one of those individuals that contributes. He has leadership, and he's just, if anybody in the consulting industry deserves this award, it would be Ken.
Kenny, one of his first jobs was coming to Texas A&M. He actually initiated what is known now as the Master of Feedlot Management course, and got that started, laid the outline out and got that started at that time. He's then moved into consulting and research. He's contributed himself to interpreted articles in many magazines, and particularly in Feedstuffs, where he talked about what these meant from a practical basis, from research. He's an excellent interpreter of research.
And just his insight, his experience, his ability to relate science to economics and just the understanding of the industry. He's given a lot of companies great direction. He's also, of course, shared that with his clients, but also even other consultants. He's been willing to share his thoughts and give advice, and just when you need his opinion, he's always been there.
I think his biggest contribution is that he's always been willing to mentor young nutritionists. And not only nutritionists, but feed yard managers, feed yard owners, stocker operators. You know, if you took a tour of our industry from Florida, California, and Texas to North Dakota, I don't think you can find a state that you won't find a cattleman that knows Kenny and has had a relationship with him. And I can think of an awful lot of people my age and younger who have used a casual acquaintance with Kenny to pick up the phone and call him and say, here's the situation I'm in, can you offer me any advice?
Ken has been very successful in his life, and he is one of those individuals that understands the concept of giving back. And one of the major things he is doing with that foundation, he's giving a significant amount of money to 3 universities, University of Nebraska, Oklahoma State University, and Texas A&M, and they're going to do research in confined cow feeding, which should allow the industry hopefully an opportunity to expand the cow herd, to apply more technologies and move the industry forward. So very generous gift, and the industry is very much appreciative of it.